I'm one person, I don't do things to impress those who don't care about me. Sometimes when I'm driving in Jam, the street kids, they come and start looking at me and be like, come on, these kids might even start fighting with me thinking I'm their age mate.
Hello, welcome to the show here on Spike TV Uganda. My name is Mbabazi Anna and it's such an honor to have you on the show today. And it's such a privilege that you always choose us. For those who have subscribed, liked and shared these links, it's such an honor, it's such a privilege, and I very well salute you so much. So for those who haven't, please subscribe. And I want to remind you that this show is called The Scan. So today on The Scan, we're going into deeper details of a very, very important gentleman in the house that I have brought for you today. And he's called ONYONG YUBU. Did I say that right?
Yes.
The way I have been.
You're the first person who has
Oh my
pronounced
God.
my name.
You should have seen. I've been rehearsing that name.
Because others want to say Onyango, Onyongo.
That is exactly what I've been going through. But it's such an honor that you liked it.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm okay.
But for those who do not know who this gentleman is, this gentleman is a politician. By the way, he is an upcoming politician. He will get there. He will get us there. But most of you know him as a friend of our late speaker, Jacob OULANYA. He was such a good friend to you. And it's such an honor to have you today on the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. Yeah.
By the way, when they told me about you and the status, everything they were explaining to me about you, in my head, I was picturing a man in his 40s. I don't know whether you get what
makes you start thinking. You should stop assuming. You wait
No,
for the real thing.
your status is bigger than you. How do you do it?
Let me tell you something.
You're such a young boy.
Let me tell you something. You know, no matter how tall you are,
Yeah.
or no matter how short you are, or how poor or rich you are, if you do not have the respect or value yourself, then you're of danger to the society.
That is a very key point
Yes.
that we're
So
starting
the
on.
most important things, I need to be that person when you look at me, that is Yubu going. Yes, it's short, but I'm recognized by what comes from my brain and how it's education.
Wow.
Yes.
ONYONG. So as someone watching you right now, they would like to know, who is he deeper, apart from knowing that he is a friend to our late speaker. So that's why I brought you today, for us to go back a little bit to the background.
Okay.
Who birthed this gentleman right here?
There's a lady who looks like Maria,
Which Maria? The mother of Jesus?
the mother of Jesus.
Wow, she's that beautiful?
Yeah. She's called Maureen or Noreen. She's a Langibai tribe, originated from Aleptong. Country of birth is Uganda.
Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't mention Papa.
Papa is no longer there.
Oh, sorry.
So I would not want to talk about
Yeah,
him.
it is well. It is well.
Because I didn't see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you born with siblings, or
Yeah.
you were like all
I was-
alone all throughout?
No, I was born with siblings.
Really?
Yeah.
So they are there. How many?
We are 4 in numbers.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you growing up, you grew up with Mama?
Yeah, I actually, you know me, you know I was given the name Yubu. Yubu in the Bible, Yubu is Job.
Yes.
That name, according to the story my mother told me, I was given the name by the midwife.
Wait, your mother's midwife gave you
Yeah.
the name?
You know, if you check in the whole family, in the whole clan, I'm the only unique boy. I'm the only small one. If you see our last born, it's even taller than you. You'll be like, what is happening to these people?
Oh, so you're unique in a way of character, or just
Not in a way of character,
the-
even in looks. You know, my mother at one time told me a story. She told me, I asked her that, why is it that I look different from the rest of my brothers? Then she sat down. She first refused to tell me for some times. I kept on insisting. I told her, you want to die without me knowing why I'm like this. I'll keep on you. You have to tell me
You are
why.
insisting.
If my father is different from these ones, let me know, and I want to see that man. She told me, no, it's the same. So one time now I left Kampala, I went back home and I told her, you know what has brought me to Lira is to know why I'm like
I'm
this.
different.
So she told me, it has been a long story. When she conceived me, she fell sick for the whole 9 months. She was in the hospital, she moved, she was knocked by a moving vehicle. And then when in the hospital, you know, hospitals, she even got a problem. She fell in the toilet still. Same me, I was in the womb.
Wait,
so the
wait.
medicine,
After the accident, she gets to the
Yes.
hospital, she falls in the
yeah,
toilet.
she actually has a, how do they call it, some metal fix in the legs. So she told me that the medicine that they kept on treating her affected me.
Oh.
Yes, and then so when she gave birth to me, the nurses told her the way this kid has suffered, he needs to be given the name Yubu. Yubu is Job in the Bible, and you know how Job suffered.
Yeah, the way he suffered.
Yeah. So I think I took the blessings from Job, because even I tried reading the story of Job, how God took away things, how he suffered, but finally became well. So I see that coming.
You see that coming. I'm already seeing it. I don't know what you're actually waiting for, but me, I'm already seeing that you
God's
were
time
already
is the
coming
best.
out. Yeah.
God's time is the best, and not every opportunity that comes. Sometimes God may want you to meet the wrong people, or the wrong season of something, so that when you get to the right one, you may know how to handle it.
Oh, okay.
So I should not be excited maybe with opportunities. No.
Yeah, you're
God's
such a
time is the best.
Yeah, you're such a humble mind. So we are talking about mom, the deliverance, how it was so hard, you coming on earth right here. How was your life when you arrived on the earth? As soon as you started to understand.
I asked my mom that, did I cry? She told me, yes, you cried. I was like, why? She told me that you cried because every child needs to cry.
Yeah.
Why? I asked her why. She told me, because when they are born, they know they are born into the world of troubles.
Yeah.
That's why they cry.
So how was your life growing up? Was it a harsh life?
It was a harsh life, very harsh, because I'm one person who started speaking when I was 6 years old.
Wow, still because of the medicine?
Yeah, and not only that, you know, when she gave birth to me, I continued falling sick to the extent that some relatives didn't even want me. People thought I would die, you get? So I grew up, I even went to baby's home. I stayed in baby's home, started studying from there. I actually thought I was going to be a priest. I was staying in a missionary place in Ngeta.
So wait a minute, your mother gave you away for reasons that
No.
the other clan people didn't want you?
Okay, you know why I didn't want to get to the story? Because that is where the father issue comes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will not want to talk about that because it will annoy me.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We respect our
Yeah.
our audience. So we come out of that. How was your education? Did you go to school?
Yes, I went to school. And ever since I've been studying, I've been sponsored by friends.
What?
Yes, by friends.
That is how blessed you are.
Yeah. That is why I like to keep friends, people around, no matter whether poor or what. I just like to stay with everyone because I have a belief that I can teach them to be the kind of a person I want, but they can't make me who they want.
Oh.
If I know that a particular person, because I'm one person, I don't do things to impress those who don't care about me.
I had that quote.
Yes.
I know who you got it from.
Such a person like me, if I was to live those funny life, people would take advantage of me.
Exactly.
But I respect myself. I value myself. I'm small, but I do better than tall people. You see? There are very many tall people outside there hustling. But at least because I look, my friends are there, I'm able to survive. That's why you see me, I drive my small car.
Yeah.
I'm checking. I ever match these people, you know, sometimes when I'm driving in Jam, the street kids, they come and start looking at me and be like, come on, these kids might even start fighting with me thinking I'm their age mates.
Actually, for me, it wasn't about the height or the what. To me, it was about the age. Because I believe you're 26,
No,
right?
you see, I'm 26, but age is just a number.
Yeah, age is just a number, but you challenged. You know, every time people come at you like that, it's because they are challenged, not because they are criticizing. Most
No,
times
they are not actually challenged. I don't want to challenge people, but I want people to learn from me. There are things I can learn from people. And there are things people can learn. Actually, there's a lot people need to learn from me.
Exactly, and I'm
Yes.
one of them. So we come from the education bit of it. So you're saying you were sponsored. Was it from primary 1 to P7?
From primary 1. From primary, I was in a missionary school.
That is where you thought you wanted to be a priest?
Yeah, because I was an altar boy.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to spend much of the time in church.
Oh.
And when I was in primary, I was a liturgy prefect. I was in charge of those
Liturgy,
rosary,
yeah.
yes. And when I left the school, I joined the secondary school. There I was still sponsored by my
Which
aunt.
one is that?
That was her. You know, I'd gone through a lot of schools. Very many people wanted to sponsor. So I
So
could
you would
move.
jump from one to another.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to test all the schools because
Yeah.
when I'm in this school, people seeing me in Senior 1. A teacher comes thinking maybe a student has come with the last born.
Yeah,
So I
they will
keep
be
on
asking,
shifting, yeah.
You're talking about teachers. Does that mean you were bullied in school?
No, at first they do that, but when I talk to them, you say first impression matters a lot. The way you talk to someone or under someone's, make them value you. Oh no, what kind of, just because I'm that one person, you will not come to me with those funny jazz talk and you will think you will impress me. I'm one person, you will come to abuse me and I will ignore you. I will say, oh, that is another set of what? Another set of a decoration God has built.
No.
Maybe that one is from another planet. I don't need that one. I go for what is right for me.
Oh.
You see? Like if someone gets me and I start talking, I'll be like, now, why should I give the time? Let me do, I always want to live a happy life, a perfect life, and a simple life that is approachable to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we come from that kind of, we come out of education and everything, we want to know, we want to reach that point where you go into gospel music. Because in the information, in the video that I watched, you were called as a special guest, or let's say performer, on a certain event where you happened to meet the late Jacob OULANYA. Help us understand how you came to be a gospel artist and how you became to be so prominent that you were actually invited as a special guest.
Okay, you know, by that time, it was, I think it was 9 years back. I was young. I think I was the only smallest, youngest gospel artist in the north. I had 99% of the fans who were kids. Whenever I set up a show, actually for me to get money, I used to put a show and make kids pay a higher price than parents pay lower price.
Kids would come.
Because I was very wise. I knew that in a home there's a father and mother, those are two people, but you find like there are 6 kids. So if I put like maybe kids will pay 20 and parents pay like 3K. Of course they will come because the kids want to go. They are like, they have high numbers, 6 kids, if I put 10, those are 60.
Wow.
Then the rest, I use the money for the parents, I used to buy sweets and give to
the kids.
kids. I have some of the pics when I have kids. I will share with you, you will like it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. So at this point, how was your journey becoming a gospel artist? Where did you get the money from?
I was being supported by a gentleman who is a former politician. Actually, who is a politician. He's called he's not actually right, he's an Honorable Sam Engola. Yes. He also phoned me actually. I was singing in a choir in a place called Aduko for a fundraising. So I was like, I think there's something in you.
Wow.
That's when he picked me, started sponsoring me, studio, even set me a show, he bought me even a bicycle.
Wow.
So he started moving with me, I started being famous.
Wow.
But you know, school time came, I went back to school.
So at the time he met you, that was around which class?
No, but that was now of late. I think I was now joining HSC.
Oh.
No, I was joining O-level, I mean.
O-level?
Yes, that is when he brought me and he got me a scholarship at Bishop Cipriano Shiangire.
Oh.
So I was staying there with Father John Scalabrini, Daniela's father.
Oh.
You know Daniela?
Yeah, I know Daniela.
Yes.
Wow.
So I was staying with them.
Wow.
And still it is a Catholic place. So I kept the spirit, I kept on singing, and the man was a priest. He liked me so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you come? So someone out there has been hearing me talking about how you met Jacob Oulanya, and they're really vested
through music. You know, music has opened me way. Ever much I see myself now. You know, I see myself, I'm becoming an old man. Because I now stay with all my friends are old people. My life has turned to be for those old people. So I see myself, because if you put me with my age mates, I don't have a topic to discuss with them.
Are you?
Yes, because I'm one person, I don't spend my leisure. If you can't ask me about football, I don't know. You can't ask me about movies. I don't know. The things to do with...
You don't know fashion.
I don't know the thing. My fashion is putting on suit and gent only. The thing of jeans, what, I don't know. Yeah. So when you put me with my age mates, and I feel like the life my age mates are living, I feel like I was living it like 5-10 years ago. So I feel it's very hard for me to copy up with that.
You're really dissing me right now.
No, I'm not dissing you. You want the facts, and I'm telling you facts.
And you're telling me facts, and I'm here being
you want
challenged.
the facts, and I'm telling you facts.
And it's amazing. It amazes me. So you're still taking us through how you met Jacob Oulanya.
Yeah, I met Jacob, as I've been telling people. It was a Miss Tourism function. I think they were choosing who to be the next Miss Tourism. And by then I was invited by a lady called Kotina. She was the one in charge of the program. I met Minister Chiwanda. There was a gentleman, I don't remember his position, he was called John. I don't know whether he was executive director of wildlife or tourism something. And then Jacob. So after the performance, I performed, I came down. I was very small, tiny. I was small, something, something small. I was small, so Jacob.
So he picked interest.
Yeah, he picked interest. He sent his bodyguard, who was only an inch taller than me. So his bodyguard, he was called... You
had to mention that.
Yeah, he was called... but he has remained my friend up to now. He was called Odobo Felix. Yeah, so Odobo Felix, I think, is working with... I don't know who he's working with right now.
Yeah.
So he sent Odobo to me. And the way the man came, young boy, come here. I was like, you man, you can't call somebody's husband a child, man. You're not staying with those old people, you feel you're big. So he told me, my boss wants to see you. I told him, you go and tell your boss to come and see me. Me, I'm tired, I'm from the stage. What shocked me, I saw, you know how he walks? I saw a gentleman coming to me. He was putting on a cap and a jean.
So wait a minute. Jacob Oulanya summons you through his
ADC.
His ADC. And you refuse because of the way he approached you.
Yeah.
Then he himself comes to you.
Of course, he had to come to me in a gentle way. I'm not a boy of swag. I'm a man of class. You don't come to me and just speak you expect me.
I like that statement. I'm quoting it today on my status.
But that's it.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
You see, when you're coming, like if I'm going to talk to you, you see the way you're dressed like a lady. And I wish all ladies would dress, because ladies can only determine the kind of mothers or wife they want to be in future by seeing how they dress.
Wow.
So,
wow, thank you.
The only thing I can tell you is, if you approach me, you talk to me, what I monitor first, how you dress. If my friends who I respect sees you near me, what will they think of me? Will they see me like that person getting spoiled, or that person maintaining the status? I value that first. I don't chase you away, but I dodge you. I find my way out, so that you don't feel disturbed. Because I know the pain you will go through. The pain I'll go through if they do what I want to do to you, to me. You get?
Okay. Yeah. So that's exactly what you did when the gentleman came to you.
Yeah, I had to tell the boss, because the boss maybe would speak better. Not the way he came. You know, Sechiti people, how they walk. they want to even be rough when they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
So I told him, tell your boss. Yes, he came. So he spoke to me. I didn't know whether he was a politician, whether he was a speaker, or what.
You just saw a man in a
I was not into politics. Yes, I was just seeing like these other people who has also come in there. And the fact that he had sent a young boy, I was like, now this one, the father has sent to come to me. So when he came to me, we spoke. He told me, I told him, you know what, I need to go home and rest. And no, I need to go to the hotel. That was Gulo. I need to go to the hotel and rest so that tomorrow I go back. I need to go and chase. Man, I need to go to school. So he told me, you know what we are going to do? You're not going. I want us to go somewhere and we talk. I have a way. There's a way I want you to be. I want you to live an important life. I want you to do things the way I do. I want you to be called a bow tie boy. Do you know what's up? I didn't know what a bow tie is. I was like, oh man, this man. So we went out. Reaching out, I saw a convoy with police. I was like, come on, this guy is a spy or what? He has come to arrest me. He told me, enter. I saw the young boy, the boy opening the door. He sat, then he opened for me. I sat. The car was too cold. You know, those people like AC so much.
Yeah.
So I was there seated. So we went to the hotel. He booked me out. You know, I was in my Kafunda of cheap of 25 there. So I was in a big hotel. He just paid me a room opposite his door.
Wow.
So we sat there. We had that day. We had late supper together. So we stayed. We jazzed.
So what was the jazz all about? I'm wondering what jazz he would
He was
really...
asking me about my life, how I started singing, my background, but I was still scared of telling him a lot of things.
So you were literally giving him beats?
Yeah, I was actually not even, by then I was not even being so serious. Because I was not knowing who I'm talking to. The only person I knew in politics was Museveni. No one else. Museveni.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. So, from there we talked. He told me, I told him, but why am I here? He told me, you sing church music, you're here. When we're going to sleep, you'll pray. In the morning when I wake up, come and pray for me. So I was like, okay, we did that. First day came. So the second day, we woke up in the morning. He told me, that is your car. You're going to use that car where we are going. So
wait a minute, how many days are those?
We stayed there for a week.
Jesus.
Yes, we stayed there for a week. That's when I started learning who he was, because we were touring, we were moving to different places. And
you're also performing in those places?
No, I wasn't performing.
So you were just working with him?
My work was only to pray when we reach, and when we are leaving to pray, like that.
So
and to
in
eat
short,
good food.
you just got the agenda there and then when you're with him?
Yes, yeah. And the fact that he was giving me good life, he was making things easy for me.
So he gave you a car?
Yes, or like his extra car. You know, they move in extra cars for in case. So he gave me one. I sat there with the security. So I was like, I was also feeling big when I reached. They opened for me the door.
How life can change in a minute.
So we moved. The first place we went to was called Aru Falls. The falls is called, that place is in Pade, Aru County. So we sat there. There's a waterfall. He started telling me a life about how he survived dying in the water. He was swimming, telling the story with the ministers. They were all there. So all of them, they were picking interest. We started jazzing like normal people. After we took like 3 days, we became so normal.
Wow.
Just that's when I now started telling him things. But he had not yet told me he's the deputy speaker.
Oh.
So after that time, when I told him, you know what, I need to go back. He took my number.
Can you imagine?
And he gave me his number, but I did not save.
What?
No,
you're such
no.
You
know when you're a village boy, you don't know things that you don't know life. You don't know those things.
You also don't know how to save a number.
No, I know, of course, but you know when you have no hope of. I actually thought.
Oh, you thought it's just ending here.
Yeah, I thought it was
you didn't
just
really
ending.
have hope for
So I gave him mine. He gave me his, but I did not save it. So I came back home. After like a month, he came to Lira. So he called me, Onyong, where are you? I told him, I'm home, I'm sleeping. First come, Mama Total. I told him, me, I'm not coming, I'm sleeping. And I don't have transport money. He said, no.
The fact that you didn't save it, did you know who was calling?
Yes, I didn't know. But of course he tried telling me.
Oh, he explained himself.
So I told him, I'm sleeping, I'm not coming, and also I don't have money for transport. He told me, no, you get a border, I'm coming to pay. I was like, are you sure you're going to pay? So I got a border, I came up to Total. I found again policemen, cars parked everywhere. So he was standing alone. So I walked to him. I reached, the first thing he did, he carried me up. We went at the supermarket, then he bought for me yogurt.
Wow.
Then he bought for me yogurt, he bought for me those biscuit, chocolate, those things. So I started eating, we started talking. That's when he told me that come to Kampala.
Wow.
I want to pay you school fees at the university.
Wow.
So I was like, okay.
There you were done with A-level, right?
Yeah, I was now done. I told me, you come to university, you come, I will pay you. Actually, no, I was done with O-level. Yeah, but then of course I had someone who had taken me there for I told you, Bishop,
Oh,
for
yeah.
the scholarship. So he told me when you get to the university, look for me, I will pay. So I did not even bother about that, I forgot. But he had kept my number. So it was, because I sat university, I sat for A-level in 2016. So immediately when results came out, he called me. Onyong, where are you? I told him I'm in the village. He told me, I told you to look for me. I was like, are you man? Who is this? He told me I'm your friend of Gulo. Because the only way I can remember him was telling me a friend of Gulo.
Aww.
So I told him it's okay. He told me write a letter. I wrote a letter. I put it in a bus. I sent. I don't know whoever picked it. Then from nowhere they called me and they told me, you know what? You're supposed to report to school. So I came to the park. Iska came and picked me from the park and took me to school. So I started studying. I could not even again remember even his face. I was studying.
Christ.
So when my time for internship came, he called me in the morning. It was around 8. I was preparing to go and board the bus to go back to Lira to do internship. So he told me, where are you? I told him I'm preparing to go to Lira. For what? He told me, you come to Parliament right now. I told him, you again, you want me to spend my money to come there? How will I go? How will I get a bus? He told me, no, you come when you reach the gate opposite National Theatre. Tell them you're coming to my office. So I got a border from Mukono. I came up to Parliament. So when I reached Parliament, I entered security. At that point, they asked me, where are you going? I told them I'm going. That is when he told me he's the deputy speaker. Tell them you're coming to deputy speaker's office.
Can you imagine?
So when I reached the gate, they told me, who are you going to see? I told them I'm going to deputy speaker's office. So they asked me, are they aware about your coming? I said, yes, they called me. So they made a call to the office. I think they called the secretary. And the secretary didn't know about any program. So they said, no, we are not expecting anyone like that. They detained me. I called him and told him, why are you doing this? You brought me here to come and arrest me. The only thing you do, you call my people and let them know I'm arrested now. The man walked from his office. He came down. He picked me from the gate, and he took me to his office. So we sat there. We started talking, jazzing. We even took tea together. Wow. His press team came and took our photos. So he told me, so what are you going? I told him I'm going to do internship. That's when I saw him calling Chris Sobore to introduce me. This is my friend. He's like my son. I want you to tour him around Parliament and give him a place for internship. He's under your department. That's how I got the opportunity. So when I was there, when I was leaving, he gave me a total of 5 million to go and buy suits. He reminded me, remember I told you I want you to be a bow tie boy? I was like, yes. He told me, go and buy suits. When you buy the suits, come to me. I want to see. Again, going to Chris, when I was leaving, Chris handed me another money. So I started seeing myself like I was now rich. You know, having the money, all that money, 5.5. I bought suits, but where I had told me to go and buy suits are very expensive. And I wanted to go down. So, but they took me to a place where each suit cost 400. I was like, and this money.
Now your money is going.
It's going to get finished. So after finishing that, I came back. The good thing, I showed him the suits I bought. He told me, okay. Are you okay? I was like, yes. He again added me 2 million.
What?
He told me, go and buy a watch, go and buy a good shoes, and start living from here.
So you start your internship?
Yeah, I started internship. He even got me a house around. He paid the rent for the whole period. Yes. That's when he even provided me with a car. That this is your car, you can start driving this one. Of course.
You're speaking about all these things, but I want to know how you felt. Because when you speak about this, you're like casual. It's something.
You know, I have a problem. I'm not excited. That is my weakness. I'm someone who is not. I don't get excited. Because.
What about you? Don't know how to express the joy.
I don't know, because, you know, when you expect something, when you have a dream of something, when you get them, that's when you're excited. But when something just comes, you're not ready for them. automatically you'll do what? You'll leave it. So I just felt now the only thing I did, he told me, access every connection you need right now that I'm still here. Because when I'm out of here, you have no another path. So I started giving me connection. I started making friends. Right now I've befriended people. People like General Kaindo Tafire is my friend. Chris Beromoze, they are my friends. Even the current speaker is my friend. You get? Yeah. Even the current friend, the current speaker is my friend. Yeah.
So it's really amazing, the journey of this gentleman, right from the village. Now we are seeing you in Kampala, something that you didn't even chase. This time round, it looks like the dream chased you.
What is shocking me, you say a man who is a champion in his village is only a champion in his village. Competition comes when you start competing with the whole district. You go to the country level. From the country level, you go to East Africa. Now, when you're in the East Africa, that's where you go to compete with the whole world. That's where the competition is. Because right now, here, all I need, in Kampala, all I need is to just be respected, just like I do to others. I don't want to move in Jam and everyone is looking at me. No, why?
Cut. Let's first cut. Ken. Simani, tuchala become camera. So, so we are leaving that part of you, like joining the parliament. How are you doing so far now? That for some people who know that, because some people are watching from outside country, the gentleman that we're speaking about has just passed on, Jacob OULANYA, may he so rest in peace. So now, life without him, how is life without
Before he died, we used to talk. He has ever told me a story of a gentleman who had 4 candles. I think he has always told people the story. He told me the man put light, he placed light in all the candles, and he moved out. The first candle went off, and that one was representing what? Peace. And then after that one going off, the second one also went off. And the second one, he told me the second one represented love. Because where there's no peace, there's no love. And then the third one also went off. And the third one represented trust. It was only remaining the last one. So when the gentleman walked out, he saw all the 3 candles off. He asked, now what can I do? The third candle came to the guy's mind and said, you can still use me to light the rest of the candles to make them work. Okay. And he told me to think about that. And I started seeing it now that he has died. I started seeing it now that he has died. I just pray hard that the people who are there, the people who are his friends, continued from where he has left. I just pray hard that people don't forget about his family. I pray hard that people don't fight the family. Because politicians are not easy people. Yes, politicians, the people who maybe pretended to be his friends because he was alive, maybe because of the position. He has over told me that, Yubu, you see us people here, people don't love us. People love us because of the position we hold. People love us because of the powers we have. But when we are not there, people go away. And I can see it coming. So I only want people not to forget. But I'm sure the current speaker said to continue to make the legacy works. And she's treating us well, most especially me. She's being nice to me. There's nothing I've asked from her and she has failed to provide me. She's actually even treating me more like a mother.
So what is your position at Parliament right now?
I think right now I will not want to talk about that.
Oh.
It's a bit confidential.
Okay.
Yeah, it's confidential.
But you're fine there right now?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yes, I'm fine. But if someone outside there wants to come support me, you know, I need people. Even you need people.
Yeah.
That's why you're working. You need people.
Yeah.
We all need people.
Yeah.
If someone wants to come, you just use the right path with a clean heart. I'm not ready to welcome enemies of progress.
Jesus Christ.
I'm ready. I'm ready to welcome whoever is able to make me grow. If you feel I inspire you, do exactly what I do. Take the right path. Gather your friends around good people. Make the right connections, because the friends you make right now, you see right now the friends I make is the connection that my children will have. The woman I will marry is most especially going to be the very lucky woman.
Wow.
Because at least I've done the best. I've already made the friends. I've made all the connections she needs. The only thing she needs to do is to present herself well, to be welcoming to everyone, to every friend that I have, and to understand the nature of how I do things, how Yubu does things. That's all I need.
Wow.
And for me, if I'm marrying, I need a woman who will treat me like my mother.
Oh my God.
Yes, because that is where I need to be very careful. Otherwise, I'll marry and they'll turn me into a stick. Yes, yeah, women, you know you women are not someone who can me badly.
Someone can.
No,
You're
I'm
scared of
telling
being
you.
bitter.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
Which kind of woman do you want?
Of course, I want a big woman. I don't want a small woman. I want a big
fat
one.
and tall?
Fat, tall, but of course not very heavy. No one would want to commit suicide. Yes.
Let's round up. Let's round up. You're killing me. Let's round up. It has been an amazing conversation having you, and I pray I could have you again, because conversing with you, I learned something, and I hope someone watching us has learned something as well. So what is that last word that you would really want to give someone watching us, and we conclude the show today? The
only last word I have for them is thank God for whatever you have, for whoever you have. Subscribe to her, maybe YouTube channel. I have mine called Prince Yubu. That is for my music.
Yeah.
Prince Yubu. Twitter also at ONYONG YUBU. You should tell them to pronounce my name well.
Onyong. They should learn from me.
Yes.
I pronounced
Facebook,
it well.
Prince Yubu page. So, and all I want them is let us have the feeling of Ubuntu that the letters always preach. We should have the feeling of Ubuntu. We should always have the bondage. Let's love people. Let's have agape love for people. We should not have love with intentions. Let's wish for everyone well. If you wish me well, I wish you well. If you pray, bless me, you never know. I'm here, not for only my people, but I'm here for everyone. I talk to everyone. I'm ready to attend to everyone. I'm free to everyone. I'm a lovely person. Even if I'm to be a politician, I will be an MP of Uganda. I will market Uganda worldwide, because I'm sure I will be the first, youngest, shortest MP ever in the whole world.
Why are you saying that?
Yes, no one will come to break that record. I'm Ugandan pride. Yes.
Anyway, that's amazing that you're priding in who you are, and you're not ready to change who you are. You're so blessed. Thank you so much.
You're
welcome.
An
amazing opportunity to have you in the show.
Not forgetting, I want to thank everyone who is going to comment nicely on your YouTube account.
Thank you.
Thank you for the love.
They should comment regardless of
anything. They should comment.
Regardless, and comment well, regardless of the mistakes you see. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. It's been an honor to have you on the show.
You're welcome.
And you who is watching up to now, we have had you until the end of the show. It's such a blessing. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Is it done?
Yeah, it is done. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think I'm so